what I want to talk to you about today is to join the wellness revolution that is sweeping the globe with Zinzino. And you did see some things in the beginning here, an introduction movie where you got to see some of the exciting people that are working with this business, making their breakthroughs, starting up their business. And what I just quickly want to go through here in the beginning is that the reason why you are to do something is maybe many different ones for all of those that are watching from probably all over Europe, maybe some even in the US and so on. But if you look at it basically, there is a big division, and it's in what quadrant you choose, you find that division. Most people, they are working as employees. Some people are working as self-employed. And there is a very small group of people that are business owners, and even a smaller one that are investors. One of the things that I learned pretty early on in my life was that if we wanted to make our dreams come true, and if we wanted to make the kind of money that we want to make, and I think that many of you have big dreams, you want to make good money, you want to do a lot of different things. Well, in that case, you have to decide to be at the right side of this cash flow quadrant, which is a term named by Robert Kiyosaki, a very famous author of a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Because when you look out, you will find that about most of the people that are really making good money, well, they are not employees, they're not self-employed. Most of those are business owners and investors. And that's really what we are giving you an opportunity to become together with us in Zinzino. Take a look at what we do with our lead product, because this is where I get really excited, because today we know more about our health than at any point before. Many people have a wristwatch measuring their pulse, measuring how much activity they do. Many people are searching out DNA tests. They are doing all kinds of things to find out the data around their health. And we go to the doctor more often than ever before. So we know more about our health. More people are members of gyms. More people buy anti-aging products. More people do things to stay healthy than ever before. But every time we go to the family party, we find out that people have more problems than before. Young people, like people my age, I'm 43 years old. And by the way, if I did not mention my name already, I'm Orion Sala. Together with my wife, Hilda, we founded Zinzino back in 2005, which is the best thing that we've done. And I'm 43 years old today. And I find that people my age have aches and pains and problems. But then even worse, if I go to the younger generation, I know people that are younger than me. Well, that's kind of a weird statement to make, but people that are younger than me that have all kind of skin issues, you've all kind of issues in your life that is based on health not being optimal. If you look to my parents, well, of course, they're in their 60s and 70s. There is a lot of different things going on that can't be solved by going to the doctor, that can't be solved by just going to the gym or all of those things. And for many of us, we have to live with that. And that was one of my problems, is that I had some stomach issue that I had to live with, or at least I was told so. So the solution to all of this, well, there is one, I think, not to all of it maybe, but to a lot of it, there is one solution. And that is to change what we're eating. And when we've taken a look at things, well, when we've done actually over 280,000 of this test, called the balance test, we've found that 95% of the population, and this is based on Scandinavian numbers. In fact, it gets worse anywhere we go from Scandinavia. If you go to Southern Europe, it gets worse. That is probably about 97%. If you go to the US, it gets worse, is about 99%. If you go to India, it gets worse, is about 99.5%, are in the danger zone of eating too much omega-6. And we know, or most people know, that they eat way too little omega-3s. So what are those dangers? Well, what it creates in our body when our diet is messed up is that we get an imbalance between omega-6 and omega-3. So when these two fatty acids are essential in every single one of your cells. So if it's be the brain, or if it's be the skin, or even in your hair, in your muscles, in your joints, in your legs, in your feet, in your intestinal system, everywhere this balance is essential. But when we eat wrong foods, it's get messed up, and you might be in the danger zone of that. We know that the levels of omega-3 is too little. That's been done global studies in addition to the 280,000 tests that we have taken. We know that people are in danger of low omega-3s. And what's low omega-3? Well, in reality, it's less than 8% of our blood. And if we take a global average today, we're probably about 2%. The consequence when this has happened is that we also lack the polyphenols in our diet. And you might never have heard about a polyphenol, but what it does is that together with your body, it works on reducing oxidation everywhere. So what's oxidation? Well, it's anything that is aging you is an oxidative, and an antioxidant is what keeps you young. So you're in lack of those, we know that, and the levels of vitamin D3 is way too low in the whole population. Where you want to be when it comes to the balance is a ratio of 3 to 1. I was supplementing with omega-3 myself for actually, in fact, I started taking omega-3s when I was about 6 or 7 years old. My mom and dad gave it to me. And then all through my teenage years, all through my 20s, all through my beginning of my 30s, I was taking 1, 2, or 3 omega-3 supplements on a daily basis. Then I got tested back in 2012. And I remember how curious I was to get that test result back. And you know what? After spending, I don't know how much, but let's say that I spent an average of $50 a month or 50 euros a month. I spent that for over 20 years. Or at least very close to 20 years, from 7 to 35, 36, yeah, so about 20 years. That's a lot of money. That's like several thousand, actually it's tens of thousands of euros. I don't know if I did the math right there. And my first test was worse than 7 to 1, which is the test result of those that are supplementing with omega-3s. And the average ratio in Europe is 15 to 1. Mine was 10.4 to 1. So my question is, are you in the danger zone? And how many in your family and how many of your loved ones and how many of your friends are in the danger zone of being like everyone else around them, out of balance, inadequate amount of nutrients in your diet? So what's our numbers? Well, as I said in the beginning, very few have the balance. Most have not. But when we start supplementing with our product, and I'll go through it here, this little bottle here, 95% reach an optimal result, often saving money if they were already using omega-3s. And remember, our product is not only omega-3, it's a combination of omega-3 and polyphenols, which makes all of the difference. Is literally 10 times more effective. But they get in balance again, and from that, they experience results like I did. I got rid of my stomach pains that I had problem with. My father that couldn't completely fold his hand at 65, he had a problem with getting it all the way down and his fingers were swollen. He could all of a sudden close his hand again. Today he's turning, or he's already 71, becoming 72 this year, and he can still close his hands. So it's not only a short-term result, it's a long-term result. I could drop story after story. I could literally sit there for an hour talking about, well, probably about 10 hours, 20 hours, talking about people that I've met that got their life changed as they got imbalanced. So what's the unique combination? Well, many companies have omega-3s. We're not an omega-3 because an omega-3 is very often very ineffective. But we do use the omega-3 fatty acids for what they're good at, but you have to combine them with polyphenols to get them to be effective. So where do we get our omega-3? From fish in the ocean, or we get it from algae? So we have two different products. We do it in the best possible way to get the best quality out there. And then where do we get our algae? Well, we get it from olives because, polyphenols, we get it from olives because that's the most potent source for the polyphenols that exist in the world. And then we combine this, and that's what makes the results come out so much stronger. But it doesn't stop there, and we have a series of products. If you combine it together with one of our multi-immune products, Extend, which is actually stronger in polyphenols than the oil in itself, you get results even faster. And this also includes other things that are left out of our modern diet. It includes things like beta-glucans that you might not have heard about, but it's the most researched immune ingredient that exists in the world, and we've got it from that company that have done that research. It includes a lot of other nutrients. It includes broccoli in a very specific form, so it activates your enzymatic immune system. And you might never have heard about that either, that's the function of what happens when you eat a lot of greens. They have a little bit of nutrients in them called cytogens that is actually activating your enzymatic immune system. This does that for you. Then we've got all the vitamins, all the minerals, we've got all the carotenoids, the color agents in different foods that's in that supplement. So when you combine this, it becomes even more powerful. But then we have other products as well, like synbiotic fiber. And why should we take a fiber blend? Why should we add that into everything? Well, simply because if you don't eat right fibers, you'll most likely end up like me, getting gut problems, because the bacteria that lives in your gut needs the food that it lives from. And that's what we give you here. People eat probiotics all the time, thinking that it's effective. Well, it's really not. They eat the bacteria, they feed the bacteria that you already have in your gut, and it completely changes you in a very short period of time. So these three together is what I would recommend everyone to get on. So talk to whoever invited you later on and get on those three. Make sure that you get tested because that's important. And then we even have other products in addition to that as well. So what happens? Well, when we get imbalance, when we get our higher omega-3s, when we supplement with the polyphenols, with the vitamin D3, we get all the nutrient for our microbiome through the synbiotic fiber, we get Extend, we get all of the nutrients from there. Well, we get a normal brain function, a normal heart function, a normal immune function. We feel well. We feel good. It fights oxidative stress. You get normal bone structure, making sure that you will be fine also when you're older. Normal blood pressure, normal cell division, which is crucial every single second. Millions of new cells is born in your body. And if there is no normal cell division going on, well, that's a problem. Normal vision, teeth, muscle. And I could go through the full list there, but you also see it for yourself, that these things are crucial, and these benefits is what you want to have every day of your life. I could look at a lot of different testimonials. It doesn't really matter where you start when you join Zinzino, because over time, we all end up becoming in balance in about 4 months. If you have a good test or a bad test in the beginning, you still need what's in the product, and we bring you in balance in as little as 120 days. And then we test again and we adjust your dosage. So what's my product story? Well, I touched on it just shortly. I had a stomach problem going on for 2 years, had to change my whole diet. I didn't tolerate most of the normal foods anymore. When I started with the balanced soil, I went back to a normal diet. And from 120 days after I started with it, I've nearly had no more stomach pain. And after a year, all my stomach pains was gone. And that's 6 years ago. I got my life back. I got my health back. And I know that when you share these products with friends, family, people close to you, you would definitely get the same kind of stories and feedbacks from them. So how does it work? You take the test, very crucial, find out where you are, start using our products, a minimum or oil, but I would recommend you get on the Extend, get on the Synabiotic, get all of your customers on that. Also add them like our skin serum with different versions of it. But skin serum is a tremendous product as well. We've also delicious energy bars. We've got a nootropic in Viva, which is incredible, works within 15 minutes often from when people take it. Performs on sleep, tiredness, fatigue. It definitely performs on mood enhancement. It's a brilliant product. You can learn more about that at our webpage. Then you go through the test results, and then after 4 months, we retest. So here you see a little bit of the overview. It's the balance, it's the immune and brain, it's the weight control, and it's the skin products. But business-wise, if I turn it back to that for a moment, because I hope that you got that we have an absolutely amazing product line. And if you don't believe me, try it out for yourself, but don't do like most people to try it out for a day. Our products is not designed to work immediately in the day, except from the Viva. That's the fast acting one. Within 5 days, you can get the full results. With the skin, it's about 14 days to get some initial results. But our products is really designed to work together with you to create results over time. So try it out for the 6-month programs that we offer and see the difference for yourself. And when you do that, well, then we have the Zinzino for Free program to our customers and also to our partners, where when you share this product with 4 or more people, your monthly becomes free. So let's say that you signed up on the oil, you use that, you get 4 people on the oil, your oil becomes free. If you signed up on the Extend as well, you get people on oil and Extend, you get 4 doing both of them are free, or you get 8 doing the oil, you get your 2 for free, and so on. So you can have an unlimited number of products for free. And you see the rules right there on the screen. That leads us into being able to build a business, because when you know how you can get a few customers yourself, maybe 4, then 10, then maybe 25, one day in the future, maybe 100 customers. And by the time you made 100, by the way, you'd have made about 20,000 euros in commission, plus you have an ongoing recurring income or a portfolio income coming in every single month from there. That's when you can think about, okay, how do I build a second income? Well, the benefits we have is that you can start working from home. You don't have to go full-time. Sure, you can do that. You can invest a lot of your time and money into it, but you can start part-time. You can choose who you want to work with. So bring in those as customers that you want to have as customers, and then bring in the people that you want to build a business with as your business builder. Creating portfolio income, residual income is a big thing. That's what people need today so that they can have more time. Working with a health and wellness business across the world is one of my big passions. Every day I hear new stories of lives getting changed. We were sitting with one of our partners about an hour and a half ago, and he told me about how he had a family come into his store, and he's also Zinzino partners. He shared the balance oil with them because they were struggling, and how this lady came back 14 days later and said, "You changed my life." She had tears in her eyes. So building with health and wellness is something very unique. And then, of course, we offer promotions to travel to exotic locations. Just next month, we're taking nearly 400 people, or maybe it's even 400 people, for a fully paid trip to Bali, to a 5-star luxury resort for a week from all across the world, where we're going to have team building, education, trainings in the products, and so on. You can qualify for a bonus card, get your dream car, and then you can create financial freedom, and you can help others do the same. And as you do that, we really recommend you to support our Zinzino Foundation, where we're already today helping over 500 kids in India to go to school. They get food, they get clothing, they get books, and they get education because of the people in Zinzino. Who is Zinzino? Well, we're a Scandinavian, Swedish-based company listed at the Nasdaq First North in Stockholm. We're expanding throughout the world today. We're in 34 countries, adding India and adding also Australia to our markets this year. Australia already in April. You can see on the map here, we're in North America, Europe. And in the next few years, we're going to go global. We're going to take our opportunity and our products. In fact, already next month, you can sell our products in nearly every single country in the world to customers. And in the next few years, we will also bring the opportunity around the globe. In every single place we go in and we do an official launch, we will apply for a direct selling association. So we'll be part of the group that is approved. We have double-digit sales growth every year annually, which is amazing. January this year is just so good. February is looking very good. So you're coming into a company when it's really starting to take off and starting to grow. And they have a very solid financial foundation, which you can read about in our annual report. You can go to Nasdaq, you can go to any web trading platform, find Zinzino, and you'll get all of our numbers in addition to what's presented on our website. Sorry about that. It's a little bit dry air here in the office. So we're part of a global industry that is huge. We aim to become the #1 inside of direct selling. Industry already doing 189 billion a year, and our goal is to be that by the year 2035. Expecting to do over 10 billion in sales that year. So you're in for a long period of growth if you decide to become a part of Zinzino today. A few facts and figures about the profession. $76 billion was paid to people working there in 2017. So this is a growing and a big profession. Most companies share about 40% of their turnover back to the field. We share about 50%, 45 plus incentives. So it's kind of a big thing to be a part of. Every time you build something, you know that half of what you build, half of what your team builds is shared back to those that are making the commissions. So how do you build it big? Well, you join a strong team, getting the support that you need. We've got an educational app called the GoCore app, over 300 hours of education. Got a powerful back office, also with easy to share marketing funnels that you can do directly on your phone, sending people a video, sending them information about the products, and more is launched all the time. Coming up with a brand new app this summer to be launched, which will be the most powerful tool that we've created so far. Working with, coming to educational events, we do the best events out there. Working with experienced leaders, international expansion, cutting edge, marketing material, support 24/7, patented products. We own our own manufacturing. We have our own R&D. Our scientific advisory board is from such wise and smart people that really know how to formulate products that gives an effect in your body, both in the short term, medium term, and in long term to keep you healthy. And if you're not healthy, maybe bring you back to being healthy again. Well, I've been doing this for a long time, and I'm excited about promoting Zinzino to everyone. The reason why I joined in the beginning was simply that I'd been in and out of a few business opportunities. I tried a few of my own, start my own company. And at the end of the day, many years ago, before actually Zinzino was created, I was looking at, okay, if I finish my education, what will I be able to earn? Will I be able to afford the kind of household that I would like, the kind of house that I would like? Would I be able to afford my dream car? Would I go on vacations around the world? And when I looked at my education, I went to the, not the web because this is so long ago, but I went to the archives to find information about how much people were making in the profession I was educating myself to. I found out that if I reached the very top, which would take me over 20 years. So that's about a little bit, I've been 26 years in this profession of direct selling, but it would take me a little bit over 20 years to reach the top with that education. I just figured out that I'd never get the things that I wanted in my life on the terms that I wanted. And that's why I'm promoting Zinzino today and why I'm helping other people promote it, because it gives you an opportunity to live your life on your terms. How do we do it? Well, first of all, we got to see, okay, who is my contacts? What is my network? Who are the ones that I can bring into the business? You write down, you brainstorm a list. I'd say get at least 100 people. It needs to be at least 100. You need to get that database together so that you need know who to contact. Then get customers. Sign them up on the product. Sell them the Extend. Get them on the oil. Get them try the Viva. Get some testimonials on skin. When you sell the skin, always take a before and after picture. So before, so you get the after picture when they get their amazing results. Then show the business and then help them get started. And through that, we get an endless chain of referrals, expanding our business throughout the world as the company is growing. So right now, it's time to decide, okay, if I was to start with this, what would I invest? Well, the business opportunity in itself is free, but I would recommend you to try out the product. And we've got 3 different kits. The basic body kit, which is 401 euros of product. You get a 43% discount, and you only pay 229 euros to get a test, to get 4 bottles of oil, and to get the skin serum. And then you also get a full package of material and access to the GoCore app. If you want a larger discount and try out all of our product, I would advise you to do the advanced body kit, which is 46% discount. You pay 659 euros. And then I see that there is actually, the price has actually increased a little bit for 1st of February. I forgot to download the new price list, but when I get to the next one, it's 995 euros. This month, it contains all of the products, plenty of oils, plenty of everything, but you actually get 15 test kits in it, which means that you can go out and launch your business or launch the business to customers 15 times, inviting them in with a test, committing them to making an order, and getting your business started really well. The 959 euros you pay, the minute you have 10 customers, you'll receive free products every month. And if you keep those 10 or just manage to get them in 1 year, this kit gives you a money back guarantee. So we actually pay you back all of the money, don't ask for any products back, and you get to keep all of your commissions. So I would join with the Ultimate Body Kit. It's absolutely the best deal, over 61% discount. How do we build a business? Well, we set some 30 and 60 days goals. Look at this: Smart Bronze, get 4 customers, earn your mentor bonus, which is an extra commission of the people you bring into the business of 5 to 10%. The 4 customers with the cash bonus and the Smart Bronze bonus for achieving it in 30 days, you've made 200 euros. Fast Silver, add 4 people into your team. So you give the business opportunity to 4 people immediately within the first 30 days. They sign up with you on one of the kits, preferably the Ultimate Body Kit. You make another 200 euros in commission, and you also get what we call ECB, which is a doubling on all further commissions. And then we have the Xtreme Xpress in 60 days. get 6 more customers, make another 300 euros in commission. I know you have 10 customers, you're qualified to get your money back if you did the ultimate body kit. People that love getting customers, they'll get a lot more than 10. They'll go to 25, they'll go to 50, making 200 euros a month at 50. And then they'll go to 100 and they'll be making 300 euros a month and receive on top of that a one-time bonus of 10,000 euros. And if you go to 200, well, you make 600 euros a month, plus you get a free annual exciting trip together with all of the leaders. This step here is based on 4 people becoming silver. So if you have 4 team members, doesn't need to be your personal, it's just anywhere in your left team, you need to have 1 or 2, and anywhere in your right team, you have to have 2 or 3 or 1 or 2, depending on how the balance is. When you get those 4 team members in, you're already making, and they hit silver, you're making 500 euros a month in commission, plus you're making a phone bonus every month from being executive for a total of 700 euros. This is not the maximum that you can make as an executive. This is what people are averaging when they have about 300 customers in their total team. Maybe you got 10 of them yourself, you signed up 10 people that got 25, that's not 250, and then you signed up, well, maybe 15 more yourself, you're 275, some more got 3, 4, 5 customers, and eventually the whole group of everyone getting 300 customers. What people make as an executive when they're growing fast, and this is based on new volume coming in every month, is about 2,000 euros a month. So 700 a month is a very moderate estimation. If you help 4 people get to the phone business as an executive, you hit diamond and you're making 3,000 euros monthly and a 1,000 euro bonus car, or a 1,000 euro bonus for your car. Well, again, this is not the maximum you make. This is an estimated based on having about 1,000 customers. Help 4 people do the same, you hit crown and you're making 12,000 euros a month. So here is the question. Well, it's not really a question. You should become a customer, but okay, I'll still ask it. So if you become a customer, we'll help you get your 4 friends or family members. We'll help you find 4 that also becomes a customer, and we'll help you get your products for free. But what I would really recommend you is to decide to become a partner, become an entrepreneur, do what others are not willing to do, build a business, invest your time, decide to do what the people that you see on the screen have done. Invest in yourself, decide to build a business together with us. And maybe you could earn some true freedom. Maybe you can earn some good money. You will earn some good money. And I think that you'd find it very exciting to be a part of this team. So if I was to do this, here is what I would have done this month. If I was listening to this, I know there is also a campaign going on right now, so you can even double up some of the numbers that I said. Whoever invited you to this webinar will also tell you about that when you get back to them. But if you think about it, what would I do if I started today? Well, first of all, I'd get the ultimate body kit because it's an insane off run this month. It's actually 15 balance tests. It's all the products. It's 10 oils to go with the test so that you can really get your business launched. So I'd get signed up on the ultimate body kit. And then I would immediately turn around and in like the next 7 days, or I'd even do it faster than that, but in the next 7 days, at least get 4 customers. And by the end of the first 30 days, I'd get 10 customers, and then I'd get 4 ultimate body kits signed up in my organization so that I became a fast silver and that I could really start building the business. What would I then do? Well, I'd run with my 4 people that I enrolled into the business and help them do the same. And maybe in the second month, hit executive. And then I would help them hit executive, and on it goes. I would decide to build it really fast because often in entrepreneurship, it's easier to do it fast than any other way.